Hello everyone, welcome to our 250th episode. We thought we'd mark the occasion by giving you a tour of the upstairs. When we first arrived, we actually did do tours of the place, so we can show you before and after. And I've forgotten actually what some of it looked like, and some things haven't actually changed. I think we'll start in the tower room because Rolls is working in there at the moment. Hello Lexi. This whole section of the attic doorway here was covered in a retro style wallpaper, and there's a remnant of it here. And actually the whole tower was papered in it. Are you trying to put me off, Lexi? So anyway, that tour's for another day. We're going to the tower first. Oh wow, that looks good.
Yeah,
It's coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's better. Probably hear me now. Yeah, it's come up really well. There's one halfway down which is a little bit dark still, but I can have another go at that. But they're really coming up nicely. Okay, well you just saw a little excerpt of that original tour we did. I think it was episode 8, but I'll check that, put it on the screen if you want to watch the whole of that. Obviously you've been looking at us the last few weeks doing this room, and so you can see quite a difference. But the one big thing we're going to do in phase 2 is put an ensuite in this corner. And the reason we're saying phase 2 is right now we just want to get a room decorated for family and friends to visit. So in order to do that, we won't have time to get the ensuite now. But putting the ensuite later won't be much disruption because we can get all the services from underneath and up. So we haven't got to start chasing out walls and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, because this under here is the cav, and,
that's right.
And the drains run under here.
Sewage.
So it's ideal, really.
And also, just in that corner there underneath, there's a new consumer board, which is going to run all the barns that run down the side here. So we can pinch the electric from downstairs and bring it up for the light and whatever in there.
But it's going to be an ensuite shower, toilet and basin.
That's right.
Not bath.
So it's fully contained in here.
So probably where the armoire is where the ensuite will come out to.
Yeah.
So it would make that symmetrical then.
Yeah, it would actually. That would centre that within that space. That'd be good. Yeah.
And I think the challenge is, how do you make a modern ensuite wall look old? Yeah. And I think the way to go is have wooden beams down like the lath and plaster look.
Like a Tudor style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's a medieval room, and if you put a modern box in the corner of a medieval room, it's going to really clash. So you've got to make it look a bit old without it.
actually, this is the rose room. We need a sign on here. Well, this is the reality. We've only actually got 3 bedrooms upstairs, and because we're doing the tower room, we didn't finish this room in time because we had guests, but we've had to put everything in here out of the tower room, which is why I can't wait to get it finished so I can put everything in its place and we can carry on with this then. You might remember this was in the tower room, so we dismantled it. We put it up just to show people what we're going to put in there. Yeah, so we can't really do a lot in here at the minute. You can't actually see the panelling in this room because there's too much stuff in the way, but Rolls has done an amazing job on it, and it took ages because it's all recycled wood and he's cut every piece, every little bit of trim himself. But if you want to see the progress on that we did, there's a playlist called The Rose Room. So take a look on there. Right, come on, Lexi. I'll take you and show you the bathroom now. Well, as you can see, well, in a previous episode, we painted these reveals and the gold there. We took the mirror down, which came with this unit, so we could put these up because we had the electrician coming and we had to get these lights up. And the oak unit is going to go here, but I haven't got a basin yet. I bought the tap ages ago, which will go in the middle. It's got some nice decorative detail on there, but I just need to find a basin. I'm not quite sure what I want yet. This is one of the old dining chairs. I think you saw the others up in the loft, but there's only one carver for some reason, and I just thought it was a nice chair so we can put the towels on there. And the reason, well, we painted the ceiling in here. The reason why we never finished anything was because I was in my early days of recuperation. Oh, and by the way, I've taken these nets off here to wash, so they haven't gone back up yet. But it was just to cheer me up, to feel that we were making some kind of progress. We painted the cupboard door there, or the cupboard. So what we're going to do in here is have a roll top bath and get rid of the toilet on the landing and put one where the bidet is here. And we haven't actually got room for an ensuite in the rose room. So essentially this will be the rose room bathroom, because the other 2 rooms will have an ensuite, but not a bath. Right, let's take you to have a look at the master bedroom. So we got the bathroom behind me, rose room here, tower room down the corridor here, toilet, and the master bedroom. So we've got 3 bedrooms. So come on, let's go and have a look. we haven't done a lot in this room actually. We have done electrics. We've probably done 2/3 of the electrics in the main house. So this has all got to be plastered. This wire up here is where, because we're going to have an ensuite here, so we've run the electrics for that. And I like this wallpaper, but obviously it's got ruined because of having to do jobs like this. Some of it's peeling up anyway. So we might be able to save some of it, but this room is probably a similar size to the tower room. So we're at the other end of the house and the tower room is over that way, the other end. And yeah, it's a similar size. Behind me is where the ensuite will go, up to the door. And you might have noticed my teddy collection because I like teddy bears. And I'd really like to collect some Charlie bears. I've got one, but they're quite expensive. And you might notice in that top corner there's a granite corbel, but it's been painted over. So we want to uncover that. And we've got a bit of a dilemma because this room at some stage was sort of modernised, if you can call it modernised, and they put plasterboard up and they've covered over the big beams. So we're debating whether we should do what's been done in the tower room, uncover them. This is another example of the wallpaper. We had to move the wall lights because we've got a wider bed in here. And then you can see the damage to the granite. The plaster's all coming off here, and they put this frame round it, which I like. But the question is, do we take all this off and expose the granite like we've done in the tower room? And it would give this room a whole different feel. We can't decide, so maybe you can tell us what you think. This window was replaced at some point because they're not a very good design. When it rains, the water can blow in under here, and as you can see, there's all stains there. I don't know why they've put this on here because they haven't done it on the other one, but then we do get the worst weather on this side. So I don't know what horrors are under there. And you might be wondering why I haven't got any doors on my wardrobe. They are here actually, but there's a plinth missing along the bottom, and Rolls hasn't had time to make one. We couldn't find it anywhere because these were all dismantled when we moved in. So we put it together, and then we found out there was a part missing, the critical part that the doors hang on. I'll tell you about this chair while we're here. We actually bought it in the UK a few years ago now in a bric-a-brac shop, and the lady said it came from France, from a French chateau. And little did we know we were going to be moving here to a French chateau. And I wonder if it was in the child's room, because there's a stain here. I don't know if that will come out, but the upholstery on this isn't bad, but as you can see, the cushion needs doing, so I can do that, no problem. And hopefully I won't have to recover this area because it's really nice fabric. I might have to use a different fabric for the cushion because I haven't got any of that. This is Roll's wardrobe behind me, and you'll notice he's got doors on his. Mind you, he never shuts them half the time. And the only thing we've changed here is the mirror. And what we used to have there was just an oval, smaller mirror, which didn't really do anything. And then I blinged it up, because more is more. If it's good enough for the Royals and Versailles, it's good enough for me. I've even got a matching hairspray can there. This is the reason we're in a bit of a dilemma, because there's no granite fireplace in here. And we're not sure whether this look would go with exposed beams. You can see in the mirror, you can see where the two main beams are here. So yeah, we're undecided on that. We've been asked a few times whether we're going to move into the tower room because it's a really nice room, but this is actually a similar size. And I think I'd like to stay in here really because we've got a dual aspect in this room. Although you can see the back garden in the tower room, which is behind me here, we've got another full-size window there, whereas the tower room has a smaller window which overlooks the top of the barn roof. and you can see the meadow beyond that. But the thing with this room is it's a lovely view first thing in the morning. You get the sun coming in the front there. So yeah, it's really nice. Thank you to everyone for watching all the 250 episodes we've done. Well, not everybody's watched them all, I don't think.
Well, I suppose so.
Thank you for all your support, to our patrons, supporters for buying us coffees, and the Amazon gifts we've been bought. Really useful.
Very
and we
useful
wouldn't
stuff.
be where we are today without all of you.
No, we wouldn't. We really wouldn't. And it's really much appreciated this end. So thank you ever so much. And well, we'll see you next time. Episode 251 coming right up.
And here's to the next 250.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.